Hey, it's Chan for DifferenceInSkill, bringing you another Great Nature deck profile. So this time it will be a revised version of the grade 4 deck that I used to run, but you know, kinda a lot of issues with it because due to ride chain inconsistencies. So here we are. Acorn Master. This guy, he'll erase the fuck out of you. When you ride a card over it, he moves to the back, and then soul charge him, kind of boss 1, look at top 5 for level 3 or higher. 3 or higher, kids. That's right, you can search for level 4 with this. So yeah, that's my starter. Down to the triggers, same old, same old. 4 heals, because, you know, heals are great cards. And maybe I'll do an explanation on, like, triggers later, but sure, I'll do it like this. 4 draw, because, you know, draws are good. 4. It's not from unless that's the it's not, its usefulness, that's the problem, it's the power, capital D, colon. Capital D. I think he sent me the same text twice. Okay. For crits, these guys are Hamsuke clones, so if this dies in the end phase, you can search your deck for another one. Not sure why you would want to, but like in case for like those bad situations at the end, you can pump them for 4k, boost for 7k, be decent, then search a 10k back to your hand. So it's not really like you, like, let's say it this way. On the turn you play it, you light it, you set it on fire, and you attack with it, right? And your Vanguard drive checks, blah blah blah, you didn't get a crit, and then you sack this, because it dies at the end of the turn, and search for another one. It's not like you wasted a crit, really, because it's not, you don't even know if you're going to get it or not, because you would not have ever known, like, where it was, right? But instead, you get 10k shield back to your hand, and you didn't, like, lower the chances of you getting a crit on your first drive check. But after that, of course, you have one less crit in your deck, blah blah blah, it's not too bad, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, 4 of these. 1 alpaca, because he's wearing, you know, a tie, and I think he has a lunchbox on his head. Or is that an eraser? Oh, it's an eraser, yeah. It's a classic chalkboard eraser. On his head, poor guy. There's no real reason why I'm running a stand, it just felt like it, so, you know, that's how this game goes. You feel like doing something, you do it. And 3 crit cobras, because, you know, crits are good. Alright, so that's the trigger lineup. Pretty standard stuff except for the alpaca, but it's an alpaca, so what do you want? Alright, grade 1s. Perfect guards. I only play 3 because you know, this is my thing. I don't generally play 4 unless I play a deck that has insane draw power. Kind of like Garmal Bunnies, where you have like a lot of new cards in your hand every turn, and you might need it. Tired. 2 Fireproof Otters, also known as Stamp Otters. We call this card the Fireproof Otter because it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So like, you set it on fire and it doesn't die. It just, basically our notion to it is that you set it on fire, right? Because that's how this deck works. You set it on fire, it gains 4k, and it runs around like crazy, ramming into stuff. That's why it gets stronger. Then at the end of the turn, he jumps back in the pool of water, so he's safe. It's okay. It's cool. You know, he cooled himself off. He's good. He's good for another go. All right. So yeah, this guy will basically become your 10k booster in the sides always, because you'll probably have a Leopald or Binoculars or maybe the occasional Monocular Tiger. You know. Alright, Hamsukes. Level 1 Hamsukes, cute little fucking furry guys, isn't he? Okay, he even has these like fur tattoos. He has like gears on the side of his like body. He's so fucking cute. Okay, so Hamsukes. When you set him on fire, at the end of the turn he explodes, and then he looks for his friends. His friends come to avenge him. So yeah, that's basically how it works. At the end of the turn, if this card is destroyed during your end phase, you can counterblast 1, search for the same Hamsuke, and put it back to your hand. So yeah, good, you know, hamsters, cool, you know. So yeah, they explode and his friends come to avenge him. Cool. You know, 3 Monocular Tiger. This guy, he has a monocle, of course. He looks at you and sets you on fire. That's how he does. When he attacks, not boosts, so he has to be in the front. When he attacks, gives something 4K and dies at the end of the turn. So he looks at you, and that burning monocle like sets you on fire. GG, you're done. And 2 Silver Wolf. Now, I only play 2 Silver Wolf because there's literally not enough space in this deck to play a lot of different grade 1s. Because look at all this. Like, this is like probably a lot of different grade 1s that you don't normally have. You got a Perfect Guard, a weird thing, a thing, and a thing, right? You have like a lot of different cards. There's just not enough space to run more. There would be if I weren't playing grade 4s. But for now, this is what I'm going to go for. Damn, it didn't work. Didn't work nearly as well as I thought it would. Alright, level 2 Hamsuke. Same as his level 1 friend, except he's a level 2. Pretty simple. And no, it does not work if you intercept. You can search for another one. They have to be retired at the end phase. For Binocular Tiger, basically he is, when he attacks, plus 4K to something. Very, very good card. Triple R worthy indeed. Yeah, that's basically all he is. He's a pretty cool looking guy. And 1 Geograph Giant, just because he's a panda. And who doesn't like pandas, right? Alright. Moving on. Okay. So 2 SP School Dom Apt. I chose to run him because they're SP and they're nice. So I'm just gonna take this out and taunt you guys with it because I know all you English players have shitty ass looking SPs. Well, actually, it just basically looks like it's a triple rare. It's like, it's not too good. I'll see if I can get my spotlights on this. There you go. See that? See that? See that, like, cool ass effect? And then, like, the scepter is, like, glossy. And then, you know, he looks really nice. Because he's a penguin and all, so that's how he rolls. Alright, turning off the spotlights, because it wastes energy. Alright, so his ability is he's your generic plus 5k when you're at 4 damage. And if his attack hits, you may retire a rear guard and call one in its place. This will not trigger any of the encore effects, like Hamsuke's, because they are not destroyed during your end phase. They're destroyed right there. But a different effect, a different way to do it is that you can attempt to destroy the fireproof otter. So he'll use a staff to like set him on fire, and then he'll immediately jump into the water and be like, sucker, and then like you get a free call from your hand. It's not the best, but it will have to do. Of course, some people might say, well, if you have the otter, what are you calling? Because you'll have no open spot. That is true. So, yeah, normally you'd kill something like anything in the front to call it a different card from your hand. And, you know, if you're going to be fancy about it, you can even call this from your hand. Say you had 2, you can call this from your hand and attack with it for 13k. It's pretty good. Alright, so 2 Apt. And 4 Leopald. Leopald is a non-situational card, which is why I like to use it. I've always noticed that I have a lot of Counterblast because the old deck I used did not actually need Counterblast, which is not good. Counterblast is like directly correspondent with how good your deck is, because if you use a lot of Counterblast, it means your deck's probably getting some pluses, unless you're Tachikaze, then your deck you just like to kill yourself. Okay, so Leopald's ability is when he attacks, plus 4k to something, similar to his other, you know, his other level counterparts, plus 4k and set on fire. Cool. And let's see, his limit break ability is when you're at 4 more damage, when a unit has died during your end phase, counterblast 1 and revive it. So, say this is my field, and actually this is a bad example. Time to get a. Where are you, binoculars? Where's my binoculars at? Alright, so let's see, you have this, okay? So he attacks, set him on fire. He attacks, set him on fire. He attacks for whatever. These 2 die, counterblast 2, I can revive them both. It's basically that simple. If anything dies during your end phase, you can revive them for 1 counterblast. So in in conjunction with Hamsuke's, it becomes a +1. You revive your Hamsuke, and then you search one to your hand. So it's pretty good. And, you know, of course, last but not least, Epitome of Knowledge. Too bad I can't play with him. Actually, no, he's still going to last us for a good 22 days. So, yeah, play him while you can. This guy is, you're level 4, right? Grade 4. Weird, but 13k. He's really good, permanently 13k. But the problem with that is he is a level 4, grade 4, goddammit. He's a grade 4, so you will have problems riding him consistently. And if you do ride him consistently, well, you're an amazing sack. It's not as good as cross rides because cross rides are both level 3 and level 4. You get it? Because, you know, they're cross ride and stuff. But this guy isn't, so it's like, meh. But in exchange, his effect is amazing. For all you power hungry people, you'll love it. When this card attacks, you have 3 or more Great Nature rear guards plus 10k. So you basically don't have to boost him and go 23. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, here's the new updated Great Nature deck profile. It's basically before I wanted to make a budget build for lulz, and then I realized, hey, look, I have a ton of Great Nature stuff in my box, so let's make a more coherent deck. So let's go this again. For those of you who want to watch the video in net deck, and my dog is barking for no apparent reason, maybe something that I have ordered is here, but I will have no idea. I highly doubt it because I don't think I've ordered anything. Alright, so this is the deck, and of course, deck list will be in the description below if you guys want a net deck and whatnot, because I'm sure Pesh Cats would love to do that. Bye!